entity performing a launch status check at this time. All systems verify ready, resume count, and go for launch. OTC, all good, go. ABC, CBC, go. CBC, pilot, go. OPS, stop jet, go. Houston flight, Houston flight, pilot, go. SPM, SPM, go.
Good morning, Southern California. It's that time to get your lazy ass out of bed and kicked into gear. You are now tuned into the Not So Early Show with Racy and his crazy ass friends. Let's get this shit started.
My style is the bomb.
All right, we fixed it. There we go. Does it sound a little bit better?
Sure.
It does, huh? Okay. You know when your computer resets itself or it gets an update and it changes all of your configuration? That's what happens. So we weren't able to see anything. So let us know if the mics are coming out pretty good. I'm pretty sure they are. Good morning, Jenna. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys?
I'm not too bad. Did you have a good weekend?
We did. All together.
You did?
Yeah.
We didn't hang out with them.
Yes, we did on Saturday.
Oh, that's
my
right.
God. Ready?
You were like mostly sober. I mean, oh my goodness.
I try.
I think he's like Rick. He's already developing CRS.
I can't remember shit. Jenna, that is an acronym you taught me for the record.
Yeah.
CRS. Be sure to check with your doctors. Okay.
Yes.
Good morning, Ronnie. How are you?
I am wonderful this morning.
What are we drinking, ladies? What do you got?
Coffee. I have a double coffee.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You know what I found? I'm drinking the last of the shit coffee that Ray hated that I bought.
The dirt coffee?
The midnight blend.
Yeah, that was not a midnight blend. That was just like...
What about you, Jenna? What do you got?
I actually made the concoction. I had one of those pods that you can pack coffee grounds. So what I did was just got one of the regular coffees and I grounded the Abuelita's Mexican chocolate. So I just mixed it together and then added some cinnamon.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's like not bad, not too bad.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. That's not too bad, I guess.
I'm trying not to use a lot of creamer, but I love creamer. I love creamer. I know it's so bad for you, but I love it.
Jenna loves her French
my
vanilla. Yeah.
Is it the French vanilla that you love the most?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. And I know it's horrible, but it's like, So I'm trying.
She's slowly kicking it.
I'm slowly.
I had a buddy in the Army that used to just drop a vanilla extract in his coffee.
Oh.
He did do that. And it was a little weird. It was like a little half teaspoon. And he said it's because it saved the sugar. And I was like, well, I don't know, man. But that's what he did.
Well, I know my uncle would get those Kisses, the dark chocolate one, and he would drop one in his coffee.
That's pretty good.
I mean, maybe he thought in his head, well, it's dark chocolate.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How are you, Ray?
You know what? Aside from my CRS, I'm doing okay. It's not too bad. We did take off yesterday to observe. Now here's the thing. I understand everybody works on Martin Luther King Day. I get that, The only thing is, because I got a lot of texts yesterday. You Pichi Rev 1, why aren't you working?
What?
Yeah, because I get those texts like, how come you don't have a show today? Fuck you, Ray. I get all this stuff, And what it comes down to is like, please understand, we have the kids at home. So it's like, usually we drop off the kids at school and then we do the show. Mm-hmm. But, when we have these little presidential days off and Martin Luther King Day, they have the day off. So we decided to do stuff with the kids. We wake them up in the morning. They're going to be up anyway.
Right.
So yesterday we took them. This was Ronnie's idea. We ended up taking them to some trail up in Pasadena. Yeah, it was right up against the foothills up here in Pasadena, which is really nice, and there was a waterfall. So we ended up doing a little mini hike. It was like a 4-mile hike. It was pretty nice. I had a good time.
We're going to talk about that now.
Why? What's wrong with that? That's what we did over the weekend.
True. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
We did two things over the weekend. We went and we celebrated.
I love how you just go rogue and you don't even look at our notes. You're just like, yeah, fuck yes. We're going to go straight into this. And by the way, we went to Eaton Canyon, the usual Pasadena hike over here.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if you haven't watched my stories on my personal Instagram, please go watch them. Because Ray carried our beautiful, gigantic, large dog across the stream.
Yeah, there's only a couple. The reason why I did that was because I wasn't sure if she was going to answer the call of the wild, if she was going to be able to go across the stream. She's a very domesticated individual, when it comes to, she doesn't spend a lot of times outside. She does have.
Yes, she does.
Well, I mean, I take her for walks every day. And we leave the back door open; she can go do her stuff. But I didn't know that she was going to be like, an outdoorsy kind of.
Our natural instincts kick in.
Yes, I was going to say nature versus nurture. He babies the shit out of her, but I'm like, let her be a warrior.
Our dog Nitro will live out in the fucking snow if he could. Brianne has to take Nitro out to Big Bear along the sides because he's one with nature. That's Karen's fault because Karen has these dogs running frickin' the world.
Kara did say Ray didn't know dogs can run through water.
I know. I was like, you have had a dog before, right? I thought you had.
Well, yeah, but this is the most delicate dog that I've
She's
owned.
a big bitch, though. You know why I was embarrassed? Because there was a fucking corgi who ran through the water. And I'm like, the corgi's legs are 3 inches, and we have a tall girl. Are you serious?
You're giving your dog mental abuse because imagine this big ass dog. That's like the kid in the 5-year-old stroller at Disneyland.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
That's the kid. You're treating him like that, Ray. That's the kid that you go to Disneyland and see that 5-year-old big ass kid in that stroller.
Well,
and I only babying him. That's you with.
I
Ray.
only did it once. I only did it once. Seen by a corgi.
Facts. I was like, you better let her fucking do it herself.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. I was like, that fucking corgi shamed us. Yeah. And I said it out loud. I'm like, how dare you?
I wasn't embarrassed though. I was like, this is my first time taking our kid out. And I was like, you know what, let's step by step. And
okay, I could see if she was this tiny little fluff ball when we first got her, but she's huge now. Jenna's like, how's your horse today? She's a big girl.
Yeah,
she's over a year old now.
She was trotting along the way. She preferred being in the water after a while.
And then she was pulling Ray. It was
she was pulling me. She made me slip off 2 rocks.
Yeah, she's really excited. She's like freedom. Yeah. Imagine she probably feels all embarrassed, all the kids laughing at her. He turned her into Rudolph.
Yes, he did.
She's fine.
Whatever.
Put a saddle on that bitch.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. But how was your weekend, Jenna? Did you do anything special?
We got to talk about the comedy show.
Oh yeah. Is that on the notes? Is that for after everything? Is that what you're yelling me about? Let me look at this
but it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we did the comedy show. I'm in a wedding. This is, you know what? Believe it or not, this is the first wedding I've ever been in. I've been in a wedding when I was a child, teenager, but never.
Were you like the flower girl, an actual bridesmaid?
Yeah, then? I was an actual flower girl in my mom's second wedding, and a bridesmaid in my aunt's 4th millionaire wedding. It doesn't count. I was she just needed a person. I was 15. So this is an actual thing, and I'm not used to that because I'm used to hanging out with boys. My brother. Very different dynamics. So we did the wedding thing over the weekend as well. Very different.
When you say we did the wedding thing, what exactly is that?
We went to go look for the yes to the dress type of a thing, I guess.
Ooh, did you have bubbles?
Again, I've never had a wedding, so I've done the Vegas go through really quick. So I've never done anything like this. So I was all new to all this with all these women that I met for the first. I felt like the movie Bridesmaid because. There's a lot of us in this wedding party, and we're very all different. You know what I'm saying? Different. We all love the same things, but we're very different in style and da-da-da.
Who's getting married? Who's getting married?
My friend, her name's Hannah Cherry Doll. She's a pinup. She's marrying our good friend David, DA Designs. So I'm excited for those two.
Yes.
I'm very happy for them. And
You sound very happy for them.
I laugh because Ray's. We've only been to Palm Springs with them, but okay.
These girls are beautiful girls. These are like all the pinups in this wedding, and then there's me. I feel like the Duff.
I love the Duff. The Duff is gorgeous.
What I feel
What
like,
is that?
and I'm like, really? So I'm just like, you're having me with Dizzy Miss Lizzie. You're having me with like all these beautiful pinups, and then there's me.
You know, the Duff is gorgeous. She's a motherfucking.
But you know what? I've got personality. I'm like the hatchet face of the group.
Whatever, Jenna.
Jenna, you're beautiful. Shut up.
I made them all laugh, and we had a blast. And then she actually found a dress in like within 2.5 hours, which we honestly didn't think she would do. Oh, really? So we had to celebrate at some Mexican place in Downey that's new. I can't even think of the name, with drinks and craziness. And
did it have like little fireworks and shit when they brought drinks?
Like it's like a mariscos place. It's amazing tacos. I had these shrimp tacos Sinaloa. I don't know what the hell was in that, but it was amazing.
I remember meeting her very briefly when I met you for the first time.
Yeah, she went with us. She went with us to Palm Springs. Her and David.
But he's talking about the first time he met you with the dress.
Yeah, that
dress.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Ray, she was with me.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
That's how he remembers her.
Actually, that was the day that I met her.
Oh, okay.
I met her at that show. Yes,
we
at
went
Thomas's
to.
show.
I went to. I can't. Was it in Downey?
Where was the VFW?
The normal. It was.
Yeah, I think it was in Pico Rivera.
Pico Rivera. Okay.
Wow.
It was at the.
That VFW.
Right. We went to the VFW. That's when I saw Jenna with her small head in that poofy dress when she was judging the pinup. I remember that. I was wearing a Crown City Bombers shirt, and I was hanging out with my cousin, and she came up and she was like, "Oh, you have my picture on your back." And I was, "What the fuck is she talking about?" And it was the Crown City Bombers logo, and she claimed herself as the pinup girl. And I was like, "Oh, I had no idea you knew Dave too." I thought she was serious, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And that was the only time I spoken to her until Palm Springs 5 years later. Yeah, that was it. So she's getting married. All right, I'm happy.
But I had fun with you guys. Are we talking about this now?
Sure. Apparently.
Oh, can I just talk? The only thing I'm going to say, and then Ron, you guys fill in everything.
No,
I just want to talk about when Ray walked in.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. We'll get to that. We'll get to that then. Hold on. We'll get to that. Let's see what we're going to be celebrating
let me chime
today.
in when it's my part to say that, because oh my god, that made my year.
Yeah, here it comes, everybody. So, all right. National Bullshit Celebrations. These are the days that we love to celebrate as Americans, so we can go ahead and feel just a little bit more important. So what do? We pick anything and everything to celebrate. And let's see what we are going to be celebrating today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. First one is going to be National Without a Scalpel Day. National Day Without a Scalpel. So, you know, anybody who's going to go under the knife, I guess they're not going to use one. They're going to use a spoon. I don't understand this day. It's fucking weird. I've never seen this. Okay. You want me to read it?
Yes,
or
I do.
Okay, all right, here we go. Let's go and
interested.
celebrate it.
I'm intrigued.
National Without a Scalpel Day. Each year, National Without a Scalpel Day on January 16th recognizes the opportunities to treat disease without a scalpel. On this day in 1964, pioneering physician Charles Daughter performed the first angioplasty. All right. The groundbreaking procedure to open a blocked vessel took place in Portland, Oregon. Not only the angioplasty allowed the patients to avoid leg amputation surgery, but she left the hospital days later with only a Band-Aid. All right.
But don't you have to use a scalpel to get up in there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I hear them. I see where they're going with it.
Yeah, I see what they're going with it.
Yeah, it's all this technology.
National Fig Newton Day. Yes or no?
God. You like Fig Newtons.
I love Fig Newtons. So here we go. National Fig Newton Day on January 16th annually recognizes a tasty pastry enjoyed across the country. There we go. Ray treats them with PBR or 12. That's right. Thank you so much. I will prescribe you more as the day goes on. Okay, Fig Newton Day. Let's see what else we have in here, Jenna. National Religious Freedom Day. Yes or no?
Sure.
All right.
Believe what you want to believe. You believe in flat Earth.
Or if you want to be a Jedi, whatever.
That's right.
Floats your boat.
My dog tags used to have religion, and it would say Jedi on it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's true. Each year, National Religious Freedom Day commemorates the day that Virginia's statute for religious freedom was signed on January 16th in 1786. Each year, by presidential proclamation, January 16th is declared Religious Freedom Day. So there you are. It's part of law.
Okay.
Yeah. National Nothing Day. Yes or no?
No.
No. Oh, I clicked on it, so it's going to happen.
All right, it's happening.
National Nothing Day. That's the day the nothing came through the never-ending story. Let's see it. Each year on January 16th, people across the nation recognize National Nothing Day, and that's all it says. Because there's no explanation.
And Kara writes, I believe dogs should go through water.
That's pretty good.
As do I. That's wonderful.
All right.
I like the Belt's take on it. He wrote, also means freedom from religion.
Oh, it does.
There you go.
Okay, there we go. Thank you so much, Mr. Belt. So those of you who have been listening to Bopflix on the radio, thank you so much for tuning in all the time as we play. I put it in different hours. I'm trying to find it a great...
Trying to find that sweet spot.
I am. I'm trying to find that sweet. 10 o'clock is pretty good. I think we can do just a little bit better, so I've been playing it at 8 o'clock too as well. And let's see, Ray, guess what? Let's see what Freddie has to say. And but anyway, I'm trying to find it again. So maybe I'll start like tomorrow playing Botflix right after the show too as well, so you can enjoy a little bit of that. They play a lot of great music. So I'm going to start today's show with one of the gems that I found as I was uploading the Botflix Hour. So here we go, everybody. We'll be right back. Also, a crowd favorite when it comes to local music, Alex Vargas, everybody. We'll be right back. Here we go.
When your baby leaves you all alone and nobody calls you on the phone, don't you feel like a crying? Don't you feel like crying? Well, here I am, honey. Well, come on, cry to me. When you're all alone in a lonely room and there's nothing but the smell of her perfume, don't you feel like a crying? Don't you feel like crying? Well, here I am, honey. Well, come on and cry to me. Whoa, nothing can be sadder than a glass of wine alone. Loneliness, loneliness, such a waste of time. Oh yeah, you don't ever have to walk alone. You see, well, come on, take my hand, baby, won't you walk with me? Oh yeah. When you're waiting for a voice to come in the night, but there's no one, don't you feel like a crying? Don't you feel like crying? Well, here I am, honey. Well, come on, cry to me. Whoa, nothing but can be sadder than a glass of wine alone. Loneliness, loneliness, such a waste of time. Oh yeah, you don't ever have to walk alone. You see, well, come on, take my hand. Oh baby, won't you walk with me? Oh yeah. When you're waiting to come. In the night, there's no one. Don't you feel like a crying? Don't you feel like crying? Don't you feel like a crying? Well, come on, cry to me. Don't you feel like a crying? Won't you cry to me? Don't you feel like a cry? Yeah. Don't you feel like a cry? Yeah. Don't you feel like a cry? Well, come on, cry to me.
Welcome back, everybody. If you've not stepped outside just yet, 67 degrees is what it's currently going to be, and this is the high for the day. That's it. It's only going to be 67 degrees here in the beautiful Southern California, especially in Los Angeles, so that's where we're going to be. Now, as the week goes on, going to be dropping down just a little bit tomorrow. Partly cloudy with 64 degrees as a high, low of 51 going into the evening. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, bumping it up just a little bit to 68. Nothing but clouds in the sky. However, coming into Jenna's part of the day or the week, coming in here Sunday and Monday, looks like it's going to be raining a whole hell of a lot on Sunday and Monday. There is a chance of rain on Saturday too as well, so it's probably going to be picking up in the late evening going into Sunday and Monday as the weather goes on for the next week. It's not too bad, right? So if you have to get anything done,
get it done now.
Get it done now. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Okay. And there is your weather. Start getting into the announcements for the day, and then we'll start laughing at Ray because I know Jenna's chopping at the bit about something.
It's very rare
sure
to
is.
make fun of you, Ray.
Oh, let me get that ready.
All right.
You're always making fun of me.
It's Tuesday. We're here with Jenna, Ronnie, and myself, Ray. 2 for Tuesday nights is tonight, everybody. After hours of Mr. Kelly playing everything that he likes to play for your listening pleasure. And that will start at 8 to 9 p.m. Flashback Fridays, everybody, with Jenna. And that'll be Friday night at 8 p.m. to start your weekend off as you're getting ready to go out. Rock and Rhythm Radio every Saturday at 11 a.m. Sponsored by your besties, Estes Kara. Follow her at your bestie Estes on IG. And that's the godmother of Rockabilly Radio, everybody.
Oh, God.
And she's playing all of her great stuff. Bring your weekend to a close with On the Record on Sundays with Mr. Kelly and Steve Harms at 6 p.m. We listened in Sunday night right after the football game, and we had a great time. I was even cracking a beer or two, maybe more than that, but listening to Mr. Kelly's show because he went solo last time, huh? Yeah, it was a pretty good show. Ronnie C's Jukebox Jamboree, Monday through Friday, 12 to 2 o'clock, and that show is playing nothing but Southern California rockabilly, and that's brought to you by Stella Bonita Introduces the Widow Collection, and that's also custom clothing. Get your order in now and check out Stella__Bonita right there on IG. Submit your gigs to the California Dreamin' event calendar. Anything and everything that's going on in Southern California, this is the place to be. Whether you're on the app or on the website, check out the California Dreamin' event calendar. Milo C's Volume 7 playing every day from 4 to 5. Everything from ska, reggae, dark wave, and alternative music. Go ahead and check that out. LME Music Awards nominations are live now. I'll put out another post so you can go ahead and recommend anybody you want. All right, let's see. Big A's Comedy Jam and Roast at Bridgetown Motorworks 47th birthday party that we had. Is he 47?
No, that's another party.
Oh, that's another party.
He's
okay.
40.
He's 40, yeah, that's right. Party with Ronnie, the best food spread. Okay,
You're running through everything.
I'm running through everything.
Yeah.
We have it all together. Okay, so weekend recap is what we're looking at here. We did go, we do have a couple of birthdays that we'd like to go ahead and say happy birthday to. and maybe sing a little quick song. So the first one is going to be to Big A.
Yes.
All right.
Well, that's tomorrow, actually.
It's tomorrow, but we celebrate.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So today's birthday
Laura.
is going out to Laura. There
The
we go.
Belt's sister.
That's right. Laura. I've never seen her wear anything other than a seatbelt shirt. Laura. Bigger seatbelt fan than me.
We got your cake right here.
There we go. Happy birthday, Laura. Tomorrow we'll sing to Big A. But there we go. Let's see. Are we going to go ahead and talk about what Jenna wants to talk about
Yeah,
right now?
we
Let's go ahead and do it. Go ahead and take it away. Here we go.
Jenna, go for it.
Well, like Ray was saying, we went to Big A's celebration, and it turned into more of a comedy fest for the What Up Partners.
Right.
And Ray and Ronnie showed up right before we did. So, as Rick and I are parking, we're making sure that we can sit by them.
Right.
So we walk in, and obviously Ronnie's already got her spot. We're like VIP. I'm very happy. They gave us the couch because I was worried about the chairs. They gave us the little couch, and I'm like, oh, I see Ronnie looking all lovely, and I don't see Ray. So we're coming in, and we're, doing the
How could you not see me?
She's going to say why.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. So we're going to say hi, doing the highs. And I sit down and I see Ronnie, I hug her, and I'm like, where's Ray? And she's like, oh, he's coming. He's coming in. So all of a sudden, this is so great. Here he is. I see Ray. He's walking in. It is the best moment of my life because why?
Tell me.
Ray is dressed to the finest of fine. Ray is wearing his pink coat. And I said, oh my God, Ronnie, did he do his hair? And she said, why, yes, he did. Ray had a mofo freaking pomp, like high pomp, looking all sharp, snazzy, looking like a Morrissey fan.
Wow, Jenna.
He looked like a Morrissey lookalike Smith. I couldn't stop. I was dying. I said, oh my God, because I think Ray looked great. And I was like,
good enough to make fun of.
He converted. So when he was walking in, I was singing. I had to sing a Morrissey song as he's walking in. And I was like, oh my God. All of us, Rick was like, oh my God, he looked like he needs to be at a Morrissey cover band concert. Like but he looked good. Like looking good wise, he looked good, but he just, and I'm thinking to myself, all the shit he talks about Morrissey and the Smiths, you can't get away from it, Ray.
You say that now, but
Freddie said you look like the real Morrissey. Even Freddie said.
And then I put him on the forum. I put a photo of him with his regular glasses, and then Rick swapped glasses with him.
Right.
Because, those classic frames. You really look.
Yeah. When you put on Rick's glasses, I was like, oh my God.
This is bullshit. I'm gonna call bullshit on you, Jenna, and I'm gonna do it right now.
What?
Right now, you're giving me a compliment. You girls were fucking straight up laughing at me when I came here. Yes, you guys
because
were.
You hate Morrissey, but it was so good because you can hate him so much, but you're living in his body. It was just you look so much like a fan, or you even look like Morrissey. I even sent it to Vampire Liz.
Oh my God.
She did.
And she was like, oh my God, he crossed over. She was so happy. And we were laughing because the most man that you talk shit about, you look like you support him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. More AC, please. I don't dislike him. I don't. It's just, I find all of his music is all depressing. He's the male version of Trailer Swift. Trailer
Swift.
Trailer Swift. All she does is sing about her ex-boyfriends and shit. This guy does the same thing. It's all right, man, when are you gonna shake it up a little bit so we can get out there and dance? It's all just when you go and you see, I've never been to a Morrissey concert, but
it's wonderful.
Yeah, I went and I've seen videos of Morrissey in concert, and he's dressed pretty nice and everything, but the crowd, they're not really digging it. They're kind of in their own emotions. like remembering
Whatever.
all their breakups, and I was like,
He
"Look,
sings
come on!"
good songs.
Like
Oh.
what? What?
I feel like you I don't know how this developed
You
so
gotta give it a chance,
intensely.
man.
I know. And when in Rome, like, don't be a bitch. Like, if we're out somewhere
Yeah.
dancing, don't be the asshole who sits down just because Morrissey or the Smiths comes on.
No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
But I
we're
can
like,
handle.
We saw you, and we were like, "I am the sun."
And the
Like, every time we saw
You're
you,
making
because
fun
we
of your
were-
own
and then you're
song,
Like, oh, but I like that song.
It's funny because that's the
Yeah.
only song you supposedly like, and he has better songs than that.
Yes.
I'm like, are we watching The Craft? Is that why you like that
Yes,
song? Your
exactly.
goth girl
That's what I
phase or
think of.
something?
I didn't
think
even
of that.
know that was on The Craft. I didn't. I've
Yeah,
seen The
that's-
Craft like once. That's it.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Ray, you did look very nice, but all that ran through my head and Rick's head and Liz and Freddie is like Morrissey, more racy, and even Freddie said it. You're more racy.
yeah. It's also on
You look
Twilight.
like
Look
it.
at you, Kara.
look like it.
Did you buy that whole ColourPop collection? I was looking at it.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Twilight movies. I want to run through them all.
Okay,
Oh my God, he hasn't?
he just said he wants
Yeah.
to watch them. So
I
I was
do.
like, okay.
Oh my God, please! I want to go when you guys are watching them.
Okay, we're gonna run through all of them because I've
Are
never.
we?
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh my God, yes.
I'll do my hair as we're watching them.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you know what? I said, wow, how long did it take Ray to do his hair? Like, that shit was like high ass pomp.
It wasn't too long. How long does it take me?
You
Because
know
I've done
what?
it a few times. I do it at Viva.
Jen, I have
do
to
it-
say
yeah.
he has it down back now.
Thank you. See?
When my blow dryer has been moved, I know this dude is doing his hair, and I'm like, huh? Like I was blow drying my bangs, and suddenly it was gone. I was like, okay, well I guess I'll go with damp hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure, that's cool.
But I only need it for a few seconds to dry up the hair cream. That's it. And then after that, I can just floof it out. It's
But
not
Ray
difficult.
he knew because he took his time on that shit. And we were like, wow, look at it. He took his time. He had that high pomp, walking in all serious with his pea coat.
Oh my, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I have this. This is your homework today. We're
Yeah.
gonna watch Blue Velvet.
Okay. we'll watch
Because
the film.
the Belt has had a list for you to watch, and I have them on our Google Docket of movies you're supposed to watch.
Okay.
You know, and fucking be hip still.
Yeah.
At the beautiful age of 40-ish. And before we run through
do.
all the Twilight movies, you
Yeah.
really do have to watch Blue Velvet.
Okay.
Maybe you can even
Oh,
play
that's
music
right.
from Blue Velvet
The Belt
on
has talked about Blue Velvet, yes.
forever.
Forever.
All right. Let's see what else is on the docket. You guys over the hair
And
thing?
then autofocus. Okay, bye. Are we over the hair thing? No!
But we had a great time.
Yeah.
I was happy to see Freddie. I was happy to
Yes.
see you guys. You guys are in your moment, and me, Ronnie, and Sam. We're
We
having
had
a good time.
a blast.
I had a blast too.
Did you?
Yes.
In Boys Town?
So, you know what came of that? Us going and watching a comedy show and
At Bridgetown
at
Motorworks.
Bridgetown Motorworks for his birthday. You know what came of that?
What?
I found out that Big A is off this whole week and he wants to come on the show.
Right.
And he wants to come in on Wednesday.
Tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And he wants to drink on the show.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and
Well,
I'm like, I don't know, man, but
well, you guys can drink.
yeah, that's gonna be
I have
rough.
I have duties. I have adulting. I was like, the little gets out early, and I gotta take him to the eye doctor.
Yeah. So
gonna-
Why don't you do a special Wednesday night show?
yeah, we could probably do something like that, but I don't know, like drinking before, because I have to wake up in the morning, so we'll
I have
see.
to wake up in the morning.
I would rather drink early in the morning, and then maybe I can.
True.
Yeah, so we'll see how that works out. But okay, so that was really fun. Going to watch the comedy show, and I love that we can find these places to reunite and visit, our older friends that, well, yeah, because fucking Freddie, I don't get to see him all the time,
I know.
So,
I
God
agree.
damn it, fucking Manny. I don't get to see him all the time.
Real.
Ronnie in a coma. I know. It's serious. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm saving that. Thank you. What?
Do you see that, Jenna? Do you
Look
see
at that hair. Manny, you are so talented.
Look at that hair.
That
Those
fucking
glasses.
hair, babe.
All right.
good
Especially
hair.
when you have Rick's glasses on. I was
Yes.
like,
I need a clear photo of that, though. The one I have is like blurry.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta send you. Okay.
Or show me the video and I'll screenshot it because my
I'll
God.
send you the video. I'll send. Oh, I did send you the video.
Yeah.
But
It's in your IG though.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna play something.
He's like, moving on. Let's stop talking about me being Morrissey
You
look
can play
like.
Sing Your Life.
What's that? Senior life?
You can play Sing Your Life.
No, I'm good. Okay. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to play something now. This comes to us new. It's a new cut from our friend David Jesus Ybarra, and he's a singer-songwriter. Okay. And we played his music before in a great single called Dandelion. Well, he came out with something else new, and this is just hot off the press.
Okay.
And this is his new song, Stepping Stone. So we're going to go and check this out. Singer-songwriter, everybody, David Jesus Ybarra. We're going to be right back, and when we do, we're going to talk a little bit about a bachelor who sues a dozen of women for $75 million. But for now, there's a stepping stone. So here we go. We'll be right back.
I won't be bothered.
latest news, national and local news.
So a bachelor sues dozens of women for $75 million after they claim he was a very clingy serial ghoster on Facebook. That's right. Are we dating the same guy page is what it was. Okay, so let's read on. Love don't cost a thing unless he wins. So here's the thing, just to speculate. So this guy, he goes on dates, and then, he goes to the women, and they start finding out about it, and then they start lashing back at him like, hey, motherfucker, what are you doing? You're doing this to a bunch of women, and then now he's, like, suing for, like, character defamation or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like, you guys are making me look bad. Like, motherfucker, you probably did yourself. But let's check it out. What do you think?
I think that's where this is going.
You think this is going? Okay. A Chicago man, so all the way out there in Chi-Town, a man is suing dozens of women for $75 million after they posted negative reviews on Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook page, describing him as very clingy and a ghoster. Okay, I mean, you have the right to write what you want. Freedom of speech, freedom of press, right?
Okay.
Nico D. Ambrosio. Nico. Okay. 32. Claims his reputation was, sullied after his name and a photo were shared on Facebook group Chicago Edition late last year, sparking a slew of defamatory, comments about him, according to the complaint filed earlier this week. The private Facebook group, so it's private. Okay, so you have to be accepted into this group,
which is not hard.
It's not hard, but it's still private. It's good in court.
Okay, I guess you're right.
Which originated in the Big Apple, is a part of a wider network of pages where women regularly share information about negative dating encounters they've had in their respective cities and ask for advice about red flags. So D'Ambrosio said he first met the woman who made the original posts at an event in Chicago last year, and they had consensual sex the same night, the filing says. Okay, so, sounds good right now, right?
I guess.
The pair then went on a handful of unremarkable dates. Unremarkable, so nice. They had a great time with them.
Unremarkable.
Yeah.
Define unremarkable?
You can't make remarks about it. So great.
Okay, all right.
According to an Ambrosio, but they never engaged in any exclusive dating or relationship. Okay.
He's like, you knew what this fucking was. That's what I'm getting, right?
One of these days, I'm going to get sued for Ray, where people think he's really in the Smiths.
That's hilarious.
I'm sure Ray's on that page too. What does it say right here? What the hell? These women are just mad. They all dated the same guy. It probably is right. So
go on.
It kind of takes away from the whole body count argument, from what Adriana's saying, they all dated the same guy, which means he dates multiple women at the same time.
This has nothing to do with body count.
Oh yeah, man, he's knocking them fucking dead.
See how you're thinking of that as a positive thing, or nobody wants to talk about that anyway. But we're looking at it. It's like as a woman or as a man, as a whatever the fuck you are.
Okay.
When you're dating, one of the questions that I think you would ask is anyone else under the impression that you're dating them as well?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where this is going for
good.
me and my
I just
brain.
feel like this is just us talking about the rockabilly scene.
That's bomb drop. You ain't wrong, girl.
I'm just saying, everybody's dated my ex.
Yeah.
You know what? We were just talking about that because Ray was like, aren't you glad I really haven't dated anyone in the scene? I was like, but if you had been around at least 10 years prior, gotten out of the army, yada, 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 I would have bumped into so many hoes.
No way.
I mean, I
would've
bumped into
dated
a
the
handful
Belt.
now.
How
so
long
it's
has the
just
Belt
like,
been married? I would have dated him.
You would
I
have
know.
dated him so hard.
Rick says that. Rick's all, aren't you glad that mine were in the scene? I'm like, whatever the F, whatever. I dated one guy in the scene, and it was after me that he dated. So I feel like this.
Let's see here. Bro's got his own Yelp account. Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
Consensual sex at Boomers on Friday.
People be hoeing. Okay, so let's move on. The pair then went on a handful of unrockable dates, according to D'Ambrosio. He alleges that women later took to Facebook group to spread the lies about him. Okay. You know, it's really hard. Yeah, I know. That's what I was going to say. You know, there might be a stretch of the truth.
Because it ruined his game. That's
it did,
it.
yeah.
That's it.
That's what I was going to say too, including that he got very clingy, very fast, flaunted his money, and kept talking about how I don't want to see his bad side, especially when he was on business calls. D'Ambrosio alleges the women had initially shared the post under her real name, but deleted and reposted anonymously after his lawyers made a contact last month. You know what?
What?
If you just go heads up with that with the lawyers when they contact you, just be like, you know what? Under what law are you, you know, and then just look up the law, and then you can make your own argument. And then like, okay, I'll see you in court.
Yeah, exactly. Like, where's the people be hoeing law?
Right.
I want to see that.
The Jenna law. The Jenna clause. People be hoeing. Yeah.
Jenna Club. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, can you redirect that to
Yeah.
me? Thank you.
I object.
Okay, I'm putting him on the forum. That's what he looks like.
That
he looks
guy?
like total like bro material.
Oh my God, he's like Adam Sandler's brother right there.
It's the
This
backwards
guy?
hat for me.
It's the salmon shirt for me.
Yeah.
It's the salmon
doesn't
shirt.
even look like that.
Yeah.
That's probably from the 80s, and he just posted. He probably does not look like that.
Well, I don't know because he's
from New
ran
Jersey
through
Shore.
a couple women, like Ray's saying, his body count's going up.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Oh my God.
Without a pompadour.
Is he friends with the Situation?
the You are so right.
Yeah, I mean, it's Chicago. What are
He
you gonna
does
do?
look like.
Yeah.
The post prompted a flurry of comments from other women who alleged they had said that they had similar encounters with him or had seen a prior post warning about his apparent red flags and complained of the charges. I went out with him a few times just over a year ago. He told me what I wanted to hear until I slept with him, and then he ghosted me. Well, isn't that that's kind of the norm, right? It is. Like, this is the same complaint.
Jenna, did you hear that? He's like, that's kind of the norm. We just say what we want till, we get in your pants, and then we're like, bye,
Well,
peace out, brother.
What I'm saying is, like, I've heard that complaint since I was in my 20s.
Ray? What are you saying, Ray? Get the shovel. What are you saying?
Ray's saying he's heard that complaint since he's been in his 20s.
In the 20s. Not that, that I've done it, but what I'm saying, though, is, like, I've heard women say that shit.
I call bullshit. I call bullshit.
Ray, where is your Yelp account? I know, right?
Bitch, I'm sure there's one out there.
You got lawyers.
And what I have seen, though, maybe that's not the case. Maybe no one has ever made a Facebook account or something for you, a group. But what they have done is, like, people you've dated.
Yeah.
Dated.
Okay.
Air quotes. They have slid into DMs warning new people you've dated are dating.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, this guy is a total narcissist.
Yeah.
I swear, it's happened. And I've seen that happen to me too.
Right.
It happens, and I recently saw it. I still follow one of my cousin's ex-girlfriends, and this happened to her.
Okay.
And they didn't make a Facebook account, but they were all posting the guy, like, they banded together, and they were like, fuck this guy, don't go out with this guy.
Girl, that's what I'm tripping out, because when I say rockabilly scene, I've seen it. I can't even. I don't even have enough fingers on my hand to see all these girls post. They will post. They will screenshot and post it on their stories. And like, do you know this guy? He's in my DM. And then all these girls, and then they post it. And I'm just like,
that's awesome.
They found him at Viva.
Let's see. So the lawsuit targets 27 women. Okay.
Wow.
Named women, including moderators of the group, as well as a number of Jane Does in various parts of Facebook parent company Meta. He's seeking $75 million in damages because he is a victim of defamation, doxing, and privacy invasion, according to the suit.
Oh my God. He'll recover like Milli Vanilli recovered.
Yeah.
He's fine. I would like to follow this case. I would love to see.
Yeah.
what's gonna happen. Is he really gonna win this shit? That's ridiculous. He's just mad he got caught. That's it.
I think that's what it is. Oh my gosh.
And you know what it was? He pissed off that one woman that scorned because maybe she'd been through it.
Right.
And she was like, I'm done. That's it. And she went on a mission and kudos to her.
Nice. So oh my gosh, Gil showed me a post a girl did of one of his friends who was married. Oh my God.
Or what is that meme that was going around where it's like, if you're in love with me, tell me now before Valentine's Day, or else I'm gonna screenshot my DMs, and so everybody could be single.
Yeah.
It's like, you're single and you're single. We're all gonna be single together. You know. I know a lot of hoes like that.
Yep, me too.
Their wrongful conduct is so outrageous. Okay, no, the defendants broadcast their outrageous, cruel, and malicious lies about the plaintiff with knowledge that the statements were false or with reckless disregard as whether or not they were true, the complaint states. You know what? This is a he said, she said kind of shit. Like, it's like, come on. What law is going to uphold this? You know, come on now.
Well, what do you mean? Like, who do you think is going to win this case? The women or that dude?
You can print whatever you
want.
That's
my point.
Yeah.
The women aren't doing it. Yeah. He's doing this out there in the world.
It's like, if you didn't do this,
and I have receipts to back this shit up and show you. Yes, he promised la la la, and it's private. And apparently, I mean, I would join this group just to read all the tea. You know what I mean? Like, I never dated him, but I want to hear all the gossip. Like, what?
Is there one here in Los Angeles? Can we find that one? Maybe we'll read a few of those. That would be really nice. God, Manny, he's got something to say here. Here we go. Yep, there are a lot of Eskimo brothers in the rockabilly scene. P.S. The term has no relation to the Eskimo pilot. All right, there you go.
Yeah, but Rick be a hoe too. Rick was a hoe in the 2000s. Yeah. People be hoeing.
You guys noticed
wasn't ironically in Hot Rod Tramps for nothing. It didn't just mysteriously appear in that. They were all hoes. I ain't even mad about it. It was before me, so I'm okay.
You guys know this stuff is fun to watch happen. It's true. It is true to watch happen. I got a good lawyer. Don't fuck with my clone. Okay.
As long as it's not you, you know, in your little bubble. It's like, ooh, what? Did you see that? Yes. Yeah. Oh my God, did they break up? And then all the pictures are deleted. You're like, some shit went down. It's so good. This is true. Even Rick's car gets action.
Yeah. For real.
But it's funny. Not like they're not well they did they put his identity out there, but they're not putting like he lives at 559 Long Beach. You know, they're not doing
maybe
that.
That's how they discovered, like, oh, did he take you to this apartment? So I'm sure in order to narrow it down that it's the same person, that there is something like that.
I mean, the picture says it all. I'm sure this dude took selfies with all these chicks, you know, wooing them, promising them the world, and then bam!
Like Rick's car.
Yeah, or maybe
like Rick's car.
Necklace. What? He gave you the same necklace?
What? He gave you the same necklace? What? He has like fucking 500 from Amazon an order.
He has a box of the Amazon. He went to the alley in LA.
That's good. That's good.
And we know when people break up before they even let it be known in public.
You know what? Adriana brings up a very interesting point. We all notice that on the interwebs, don't you? You're like, huh, so-and-so's been a little quiet. Huh. The pictures start, you know, before they would be that couple, and it's like selfies left and right. Oh my God, every day, all day, hashtag this.
She just said that. Look
at
that.
Bitch. No, you brought up a very valid point. She did, right, Jenna? When we're watching the stories and you're like, you suddenly notice, huh, they haven't been out in a while. Huh, no hard posts. Wait,
exactly.
What? And then, you know, a lot of people, and Julia Gulia actually posted about this recently. I saw her hard post and I laughed my ass off. She's like, that's when I do the deep dive. Don't act like y'all don't do it. And it made me laugh because, you know,
I'm like, what happened? You reposted every day. I love him. He's my world. He's my world. All of a sudden, this fool is all like I'm single. YOLO bitches. I'm like, what happened? You know what? It is social media.
bitch.
Don't post your shit if you don't want us to see it. I want to be. If you're gonna throw me a beginning, you better mother effer give me an ending.
Oh my God!
Don't read me like a novella. I need the endings.
Jenna,
I need the endings.
I'm with you, girl. Like it's like you've involved us so much in your relationship.
Oh, hell no!
And I feel like I've been on a journey with you.
Yeah.
Can you just put out a fucking
Girl, and you want to know something funny? You're not lying. Y'all aren't lying because I'll tell you what. I got rid of my war ponies. I just have LME, my radio, right? So it's just there. Somebody literally messaged Rick and I and asked if we were okay. And Rick saw, hey, so-and-so was like, are you guys okay? What? But I was laughing and I was like, oh shit, were we one of them? But I really felt like I don't. Every now and then I'll post him, but not like I'm not gonna sit there and put him on a pedestal and be like,
Yeah, you do stories.
I see him in your stories.
Yeah.
It's not always a hard post, but yeah.
Yeah, so it's just funny that people do watch and they do like, oh, so I haven't seen you guys out or whatever, and I'm laughing because I'm like, oh shit, because I'm sorry, but if you're gonna, I've seen couples out there and all of a sudden they're single, and you know what? I ain't gonna lie because love sucks. It's gonna end in one of two ways. You're gonna break up or you're gonna fucking die. Sorry. Post the funeral or post the breakup. Like, don't do me like this.
Fucking Kara nailed it. You got to post a selfie. Let those hoes know.
Yeah, I guess you do.
It took Ray like 2-3 years to post me, so it was like a hard post. And you know what? That is also another thing because it's like, I know you're not going to be that guy generally, that always posts their women, but you can tell when the honeymoon phase is over. And this goes on so many levels, right? Or maybe, what is if you are that serial poster, right? Who posts all the goddamn time, you know something's wrong.
You got trust issues. Yeah, because I've known some couples in the scene, I should say, with throwing my quotes up, but they've been married like 20 years, and so they don't always post. And I think that's what it is. It's like, if you've been married so long, like, there's no need. You love them, and that's it. And every now and again, a happy birthday or whatever, then cool. But if you're posting every single day, something's going on. One of y'all messed up. One of y'all cheated or something, or got caught slipping. Because why are you posting your man every single freaking day, or guy doing that or whatever? Because you're posting every day for a reason. What'd you do?
When it's like, we know that you're with them.
Rick's car gets a lot of reposts.
Oh my God.
Rick's car gets a lot of reposts.
Rick's car's a hoe.
No, but it's so funny because like we're talking about this even on the forum, and if you're not on our forum, jump on to localmusicexperience.com and join the conversation, or on our app. But like, we're all talking about this. It's like sometimes you're curious and then you end up on like that person's sister's cousin's uncle's wife, I don't know what, and then 20 minutes later you're on their vacation in Jamaica and you're like, oh my God, it's just wild. And you're like, they were dating 10 years.
It's a small world.
So their wrongful conduct is so outrageous in character and so extreme in a degree that it is beyond all possible bounds of decency and is to be regarded as atrocious and utterly intolerable in a civilized community, is what his argument is.
We are beyond civilized at this point.
Come on.
He just lost money into filing all that.
I know. Of course the lawyer's going to take the case. He's going to be like, fuck yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Because you know what? The guy, I think deep down the guy knows he's not going to win.
Yeah.
And there's going to be somebody who's going to want him. And so it's just attention, and so it's his followers can increase, and he can get money, and that's all it is.
Well,
yeah, some dumb bitch is gonna be like, I can change him. He just needs to really fall in love. This 32-year-old man-child.
if you are a veteran of the dating scene, this one goes out to you. We'll be right back, everybody. Here we go.
Let's pretend I never looked at other women. Let's pretend you never talked to other men. Let's pretend that stuff never happened. let's pretend I never stayed out drunk real late. Let's pretend you never flaked out on a date. Let's pretend this time we could get it right. Let's pretend we just met tonight. Well, if I had a time machine, I know where I'd set it. But I ain't Marty McFly, so you might as well forget it. Well, if I had a time machine, I know where I'd set it. But I ain't Sherman or Peabody, so you might as well forget it. Let's pretend this time we can get it right. Let's pretend, yeah, we'd never fuss or fight. Oh, forget it, you never had no imagination. Let's pretend we never had this conversation. Let's pretend we never had this conversation.
People be hoeing.
So during the quick break here with Let's Pretend, I looked up Are We Dating the Same Guy? And there's one here in LA. So, and only women can join it. So it's
What?
yeah. And funny as it may seem, when I look at the members, there's a couple of my friends that are females that are in this. And there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Yeah. And
They're people Ray's dated.
no, none of them are.
What's
But
it called? Are we dating the same guy?
yeah, they're there. And also, there's all. Are we dating the same girl? Is there too as well?
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's there.
Oh my God, he's so right.
Yeah.
I just looked it up on Facebook. Are we dating the same guy?
Yeah.
They're all in LA. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Riverside County, Long Beach. Fuck.
Yeah.
Drop the link.
I
You
did.
know
Drop
what's funnier?
Yeah.
I would probably join all of them because
Okay.
people be traveling.
Yeah.
People be traveling
All
here
right,
or people be
yeah.
hoeing.
That's a lot to keep up with.
Adriana wrote, well, if you're going to think you're going to
Yeah.
settle down with someone, you're going to do
Okay,
that.
yeah, all right.
I'm going to make sure you're not fucking someone else in a different area code.
What? But you know what? I hope there's no girls out there that will deliberately post a pic to start shit. Because there are those girls that'll say, "Oh yeah, I was," and they really weren't with them.
I'm
just so that
sure
they can
they're
feel them
out
single.
there. There are malicious women. They're just like there's malicious guys. They're
Oh,
out
yeah.
there. Yeah. So
Oh,
Yeah.
this one is Are We Dating the Same Guy? Uncensored in LA. So apparently they're posting pictures and things too.
okay.
But it
Imagine
says,
they're like, "I know that dick."
oh my God.
oh my God, that's so great. And then the guys would be like, I know that tramp stamp. This is her ass. You know? Or what's pierced here? How does she keep it down low?
Oh my God, this is nuts.
That's a thing.
Thank you for the coffee, Candy. She bought us 3 coffees
Thank
this morning.
you,
Thank you so much.
darling.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, but they're out there. So if you want to explore that, I dropped a link on the forum out here, so you can go back
Oh
and
my
check
God,
it out.
this is so great.
Let's see. The Mac. I have a stupid idea. Why doesn't everyone just be upfront, truthful, and candleless? There we go. See?
Well, I love
come you
that.
can't do that?
The people are not up front half the time.
Yeah. I'm with you. I don't know what to tell you.
Like Ray from the beginning told me,
Yeah.
we're just going to be dating.
That's right.
I'm not the guy who's going to celebrate Valentine's Day, yada, yada, yada. And look where we are.
There's also a site that has nasty pictures of the girls and guys. Okay, that was the one you were talking about. Okay,
I want to join that one.
Who else is dating
Ivanka besides me? Well, you know what's funny? Because look at this did spark our curiosity, right, guys?
It did.
And I wonder how many people are on this site just to be nosy, right?
Yeah.
And then imagine you're on there and then you see your significant other. I would die. Actually, that's happened to me before. Just kidding. But you know, has anyone ever had a partner or a husband or a wife and found them on dating sites? It's happened to me.
No, you oh that okay. I remember you saying that. Yeah.
No, you know what? Sadly, this is years when Plenty of Fish first came out.
All right.
There, I tried it out. My kids were like, "Mom, you gotta try it out." After my divorce, and I went on there, and there was a gentleman who was messaging me, and I was like, "He looks familiar," and then found out he was in the scene married. So,
was it?
Yeah, but then after he saw that I knew the same people, he got quiet. He didn't want to talk no more. I'm like,
shit.
all of a sudden,
Yeah.
because I know who your wife is. Yeah,
Was it Rick's car?
it was Rick's fucking car.
You're silly.
All right, let's see here. Next one.
Wait, but this is so good. Even
Yeah.
Adriana writes, ladies posted them on social media years ago, and I was nosy. I want to see if it was anyone I know. It's true.
Yeah.
That's how I found out about it on social media.
Yeah.
They were warning everyone in this vicinity like there was a serial ghoster, dater, booty caller. I don't know what the fuck. A hoe. Which is fine. But like T-Mac wrote, just be upfront about it. Like, if you want to just, get your kicks.
On Route 6.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. What is avalanching?
Oh no, is this an Urban Dictionary thing?
I bet it could be. Let me Google it.
I've never heard of this. Avalanching.
I've never heard.
This is very hard for me to keep up with. Ricky's car. I love it. Singles warned of dangerous new dating trend ahead of Valentine's Day. So avalanching. Desperate for a date this Valentine's Day? Well, you're not alone, but it could be actually destroying your chance of finding some lasting love. Okay? And we want to go for a cruise. All right. Thank you, Rick's car.
Oh my god! And there's gonna be Rick's car is gonna be on that dating site, like selfies, like pimping itself out for new parts.
Right? It's like that little cartoon, Little Susie, that little cartoon.
Yes.
That's Rick's car. Rick's car's a hoe.
Don't look me up. Okay. Singles are swiping and dating apps at increasing rates that are leading up to February 14th in a new trend known as avalanching. I guess just taking all their swings, right? Okay, is what they're doing. The practice sees lovelorn people throw out their regular dating non-negotiables such as age and location so that they can secure a companion before the most romantic day of the year. But don't okay, let me say this. Let me say this. Like, why go and throw yourself out there so hard, on Valentine's just to get a date when it's so much easier to go to a place like of a social setting, whether it be a bar or whether it be a show, and just be like, you know what? I don't have anybody for Valentine's Day. Wouldn't that increase your chances of finding somebody else who doesn't have a Valentine? And be like, yeah, I haven't celebrated the next amount of years or whatever the case may be. And then you find somebody that way. Am I right? Or is it better for people in their minds to be, I got to find this Valentine. I have to have one. It's so much easier just to play the field.
I feel like either way you're settling.
How?
You're gonna end up with a one night stand,
okay,
or you're settling with someone to just pass the time, and it's like, why even celebrate?
So you're saying like
who fucking cares?
The outcome's gonna be the same?
Yeah, like why do you even have to be with anyone? Like, fuck it.
Well, people are
fuck yourself. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
People are feeling like they need to for Valentine's Day.
6 to 8 weeks.
Jenna's car is on the forum now.
What?
Yeah.
Girl.
Oh my god.
Are we talking about the hot rod?
Mine must have been a hoe because it's still recuperating. It's not even moved yet.
Jenna's car. Oh, I had a good joke for that. Okay, never mind. My little cousin's photo were on there too, but she had noting nasty men screenshot an IG post. And then a post went on the site and UIG handle on there for men to contact you. Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Jenna's car's on the forum. Okay, let's see here. So avalanching, but while you're trying to get as many matches as possible, it doesn't necessarily sound like a bad thing. One expert says avalanching means you're more likely to settle for someone subpar. That's what you just said. And they won't make a long-term match. The spike in January swiping is a natural response to expectations and a desire to companionship during a season focused on love. Dating expert Sylvia Linzoli says, okay. All right, so avalanching is when you're out there and you're just throwing yourself around, trying to get a match, yada, yada,
You
yada.
know, I've heard that with a lot of my friends who like are on dating sites or whatever.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck it, they need to get out there. They're like, swipe, 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 swipe. And just for, like you've said, for the practice of it, to get to talk to different people, you know, from different areas, just, you know, have that conversation so you're not so awkward.
Yeah.
Maybe when you finally meet someone worthy. But, you know, I feel like you don't even have to practice for that person when the time comes. Like, they're going to love your weirdness because you're weird.
Yeah.
You know? Like, stay weird.
Be alone, fuck those dating sites. Thank you so much,
I
Buck Rock
agree,
Barbecue.
but I mean, you know, hey.
Yeah.
Ray's Tiki Bar.
Ray's Tiki Bar is now on the forum.
It's tiki enough.
All right.
Ronnie's non-existent hot rod is next.
The only dating site there was when I saw it was single was MySpace.
Was it a dating site?
Well, people use it as a dating site. It was like it's like one of those things where, you know, you use it for everything else, might as well be a dating site too as well. S&P Rebel used to avalanche every day.
Oh my God. Have we Urban Dictionary that yet?
No, go ahead, give it a shot. Let's see what we got here.
Rick was AOL on the web.
His age,
AOL,
sex,
the chat room.
location.
I'm over here singing Cameo Single Life.
Oh, well, avalanching is similar to snowballing, which I only learned from a movie.
Okay.
After ejaculation in someone's mouth, they pass it to another person or the person who came in the first place.
Oh my God, avalanching.
Is passing said snowball.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like Snowball.
What movie was that? Do you remember that from? That's how I learned from a movie.
Oh, no. Did it have Rick's car in that movie?
Oh. No, it wasn't like that. It was like
I
a
wouldn't be
teen,
surprised.
the 90s
I wouldn't
teen
be
movie.
All right. Let's keep on reading the avalanche. Being single on Valentine's Day can be quite a disheartening time for some, especially if you're surrounded by loved-up friends who are eagerly making plans of fancy dinners or romantic getaways. Vegas. Indeed, a percent poll of 800 singletons found a staggering 79% admit to swiping with more frequency on dating apps during the month of January to prepare for said Valentine's Day. There you go. Anything about that?
You've never been big on
Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, because...
oh, it was Clerks, right?
was it Clerks?
I think so.
Yeah, I think you're right.
remember. I'm trying to find it, but
Yeah.
I think so.
Half of all respondents admitted to be less fussy about the people they subsequently started to chat with on these apps because of Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. These days, dating apps have become just another form of social media with extensive messaging and comparatively little face-to-face contact. She explained, yeah, they're all the same. That's how can they change one app to another when it comes to that? You know what I mean? I love Valentine's decor.
I do. I love hearts.
Me too.
You do?
I loved it in school. Remember,
Well,
that
I
was my
do.
favorite day.
Really?
You made your shoebox and you'd get your Valentine's from the kids. I love that.
Look, Ray has the worst face right
What
now.
the fuck are you
Why?
talking about? Shoebox? I've never seen that.
The mailbox that you would receive your Valentine's in. You decorate
You don't remember
it.
elementary school? They would make you like decorate a box and you'd bring it to class and you'd cut the slit and then everybody would walk around and you'd drop your Valentine's in that little. I don't know. I'm old. I'm an old bitch. I don't read.
No.
I don't know what they do now.
I don't remember
He's
that.
in between us, and I did it too. That's baloney.
I don't remember that.
Is that? Well, Jenna was in Orange County too.
She
so.
was. She
Yeah.
was in Orange County.
I did. I went to Sunkist Elementary in Anaheim.
Was it Kids?
Yeah.
No, it was Clerks, the movie. Kids was way worse. I like that. Yes, Valentine's with a Halloween twist. I was looking for spooky Valentine's.
We have a lot of that.
Since I really,
Last year.
you did. Since I really lagged on Christmas cards, I was like, maybe I'll do spooky Valentine's cards.
Poor Ray never felt the day. That's
Oh, bullshit. I'm sure you made some Valentines for some little girlfriends of yours.
No.
Lies!
No, honestly, you're the only...
Bullshit.
Let me finish.
I'm going to find the site.
Honestly, you're the one that I've ever put in. As much as the shit you give me, you're the one that I've really put effort in Valentine's Day.
See?
I know, so I'm telling her like the truth, and she's gonna kick it back. I get it, but to be truthful, like even
Hold on, my mouth is
Yeah.
like, what?
yeah,
You mean going to Vegas for Super Bowl? That's what you're
it's
counting?
fucking
right?
awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm better at it. Like you get
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
of course,
jersey
of
every
course, yeah.
Valentine's or something. But sure.
I'm not gonna say that you're not better because you clearly are, but you know.
I think honestly that was like when Ray was finicky about like, am I gonna keep dating her or what?
Yeah.
You were away at the Super Bowl and you were kind of like, what are we doing? I swear to God, I remember
Yeah.
this conversation. I had got him a pick holder, and he doesn't use picks, but he plays a guitar, and it had
Yeah.
wooden picks inside, and it said, "You picked me
I have that.
at Mulcahy's, the bar where we met."
Yeah.
And he was at the cusp of like, do I keep dating her?
Yeah, it was
Do
like
I
shit
not?
or get off the pot time.
Yeah, and then I don't know if that's what did it, but you were ready to run. You were spooked. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I do
you
remember the Chiefs won that year. That was very important because like I had never seen the Chiefs win the Super Bowl in my lifetime. So I was like, you know what?
Lightning struck. Is that what you meant? He was sending me selfies from that game, drunk with tall cans and buckets of tall cans. I remember. Yeah, this is good cheese, right? Pass that cheese, pass that popcorn. But it's true. He was like, what am I doing with her? And then I remember that. I remember in that conversation, I sent him the picture like, are you fucking serious? Like, I'm supposed to give this to you like next week. And you're going to like be like, well, I don't know what we're doing. That I swear to fucking God.
You know, it's not my fault that Valentine's lands on Super Bowl Sundays. You know, what do you want me to do?
It's during the week. They have other days, Ray. It's not just always a Sunday.
Let me.
I'm like, even Julian's going to Valentine's like at fucking Disneyland.
Let me
Julian.
say this. Let me
But
say
it's
this.
Disneyland. Julian just goes because it's Disneyland.
Right.
I've seen the way he does Disneyland. That's not romantic.
Here's what I'll tell you. The Super Bowl's been around longer than anybody I've known, so I'm going to keep to that. And I would rather go to Vegas. I don't know if I'm going to go to Vegas this year for the Super Bowl. I want to, but I kind of feel because the Super Bowl is going to be in Vegas, I feel like we're going to see a lot of TikTok videos how the 15 is so clogged, and we're never going to get there
Get out.
within like 9 hours. You know what I mean?
And I think that
It's
Monday
more like
is
you
off.
fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
Ooh, Valentine's Day is on a Wednesday. Hint, hint, darling.
Yeah, but what can we do on Wednesday?
Hump. It's a lot of things. It's a
Yeah,
fucking
no,
hump day.
I get that. I get that, but like, there's no weekend getaway. There's nothing because it's on a Wednesday. It's like we squeeze in what we have to squeeze in. Like, oh, mommy and daddy have to go and have their dinner night. You know, I get all that, but there's no.
Yeah, but you know what? To me, is this? It's Valentine's is just the day, right?
Yeah.
For
Agreed.
Rick and I, we do celebrate that day. Whatever day it falls on, we do celebrate it because we're always doing shit on the weekends, anyways. So doing weekend getaways, I don't feel it's out of the norm. You know, like we always do shit on the weekends or we always get away. But like to celebrate that day that it falls on, there's plenty of places. Start booking now.
And Kara brings up a great point. Is anyone celebrating Valentine's Day? No, but I would love to. Celebrating women's friendship.
You're gonna
the
do
day
both? Is that what
before.
that is?
Yeah.
Why does there need to be
I
another?
always throw the Valentine's, but you guys are in. When I do
We're
it, you
always
guys
away.
are in Vegas because I did it last year.
Are you guys all gonna go in like a Rick's car?
You're
Happy
stupid.
birthday to you.
Is that a no?
We got all quiet.
I know,
Like,
there you go.
okay,
Rick's car wins.
sure.
There you go.
So is that what we're planning? Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? Hold on, keep me posted because it looks like I'm going to be here. Is all this Valentine's Day talk making you kind of like, should I actually do something this year or no? Or
Galentine's is an office thing, Ray. There you go.
Yeah.
Like
the show. I thought it was the Parks and Recs. I don't remember.
No, The Office, the movie.
They do
the
it
show.
on there as well, right?
I do remember that, yeah. I do. You're right. Okay. Let's see here.
Ray's like, cleanse my palate because I'm done talking about romantic shit. That is not my forte.
Well, we really did both sides of the spectrum. You know, we did like, oh my God, we did this in 3 steps. We did like the hating the guy story, where the guy suing, and then we went into
okay, but why were they hating the guy? Like it's because of his
went
actions.
through all that. We went through all that. But what I'm saying is like this is like what we did. Like, we went through hating the guy. And then we went to like how it relates to everything that we see on social media.
Right.
And then now we're at Valentine's Day where we're like going to it's like we.
So what did we learn here? What's your takeaway from all those?
Well, I think we went through like the ghosts of Valentine's past.
The ghost of Christmas past.
Present and then present. We really did.
I love it. I love it so much. Who's going to come back and haunt you, baby?
Fucking nobody. I'm good.
Girls are going to come out out of nowhere. I'm going to get DMs. Like, actually, Ray did this for me Valentine's weekend. Oh, my God. I'm going to get those creepy DMs because people are listening and towers aren't pinged all the time. And they're going to be, like, showing me the weekend getaway that you did for them or this beautiful arrangement of flowers, a gorgeous necklace, perhaps. I'm just saying, that's like what happened to that guy when he denied it and said, no, I didn't. You're the only one, blah, 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 blah. You know, like.
I'm with you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play something pre-Valentine's Day. When we come back, we're going to do Adriana's part of the show. Am I the asshole? Here we go. We'll be right back.
Kara.
Why you gotta be so cold and cruel? Flying way out there without a care, away from the weight of the world. Oh, lover's moon. You're no friend from all that I can see. Still I want
Here we go, SoCal. Here's the part of the show where we get to read other people's stories and judge them as we see fit. It's time for Am I the Asshole?
All right, Jenna, you get to pick the first one. I hope you're excited about it. You still there, Jenna?
I'm here.
Am I the asshole for telling my brother-in-law to pay me $700 for my lost coat when I bought it for $100? Or am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend that my loyalties lie with my baby brother? So, girlfriend.
That one.
Okay, here we go. Jenna. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend that my loyalties lie with my baby brother? My little brother recently moved in with me. It was a huge shock at first. My brother, who was 17, is... What's FTM? I don't know what that...
I can look it up.
Yeah, I don't know.
What? Ronnie doesn't know.
I know.
Full-time
He's
mom?
always on it.
Full-time mom?
Is that what it is? But it's a brother. It's like,
Oh, female to male, perhaps?
okay. All right, well. I'm male of 34. Had no idea he was trans. Okay, that's
Yeah.
exactly what it was.
Oh, okay.
Well, why is that redundant? Like, why did he just say that? Yeah, that way. Okay, so had no idea he was trans or even questioning his gender. He always seemed perfectly happy as a girl. You know, he was very feminine presenting and all. Turns out he came out to our parents after getting his hair cut, and they didn't take it well in the slightest. From what he's told me, he wasn't exactly kicked out. They just started being unbearable. They were calling him Mila. It's like Mila or Mila. In every sentence, they said just to annoy him, I suppose. Mom kept booking him in for appointments to get hair extensions and his lashes done, and didn't let him wear male uniform to sixth form and so on. Okay. I got so bad that it got so bad that he literally took a train from down south up to the north to ask if he could live with me. Of course I said yes. This house is big enough to have him live there. There's 4 bedrooms and an attic room. My girlfriend Nico, 32, was irritated when she found out. We've discussed her moving in before Will came, and she's telling me that she will not move in until Will leaves. I've explained to her that Will isn't a child we'd have to constantly supervise, that if anything, he's the one making the place more livable. He's very insistent on adding onto the home decor and so on, as well as being better than me at cleaning. All right? And that the house is large enough to still have privacy within him around. Yeah, you can just throw him up in the attic room, right? It's not a bad thing. Nico's argued that it's not only ours, will always be there. That we won't be able to start trying to conceive, that she's not willing to live with a hormonal and rebellious teenager, and that she's just flat out uncomfortable with Will being near her and living with her and her son, who's a 10-year-old, in the same home. Ultimately, I've told her that my loyalties lie with my baby brother, who is homeless and vulnerable, unlike the grown woman with a good paying job and a home over that she owns. She called my mom up to complain. Oh, she called the mother. Can you imagine that?
So she called his mom?
Yeah, she called my mom up to complain about it, and she said that I was in the wrong for prioritizing Will. And Will himself said that he doesn't want to be causing problems in my relationship. So herein lies that big question.
Am I the asshole?
For telling my girlfriend that my loyalties lie with my baby brother. This is easy. What do you think?
I want to hear it.
Go for it, babe.
Go for it.
Well, here's what I'll say. Can you imagine she's already talking to the mother like, hey, they're not even moved in yet. So anytime they have a problem, you can expect her to call your mom and have her explain one side of any type of complaint that she's going to have. So it's like, oh my God, fucking Ray bought red pots and not the pink ones that I fucking asked for. You're going to have to hear this twice.
I do have pink pots.
Right, for the every time. That's exactly. So what I'm saying though is like, it even goes away from the little brother. I am fucking lost.
So I am a little confused on the story. Ronnie, break it down. What's going on?
I got this.
Well, let me finish my.
Oh, your take, but we're trying to explain to the people.
Okay, but I get it. So let me finish that. So anytime, like away from the little brother moving in and not getting the girlfriend into the house, okay. Anytime there's any type of problem, you can fucking guarantee that your girlfriend's gonna call your fucking mom,
right,
and let her know all the problems. So that's a cut fucking no right there. Like, no, I'm not gonna have that. You're gonna call my mom every time we have a problem? No, that shit's not gonna fucking happen. No, I don't even have to wait for the problem with my brother.
You would be ranting and raving about this on that Facebook site, huh? Like, this bitch calls her mom every time.
That's all she does. Yeah, that's all she does. That would be the mark right there for me. Like, nah, you're not gonna. You're gonna call my mom every fucking time.
That's why I don't give my mom Rick's number.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. The breakdown of this is there's a couple. There's a couple, and they're 34 years old, and the dude's little brother wants to move in, and he's 17, and he's trans. Okay. So he's transitioning, and from female to male, and then she has a 10-year-old son, and they haven't moved in yet, and he's been wanting his girlfriend to move in, and they want to try and have a baby and all this.
Yeah.
But now the girlfriend's being bitchy. And she sounds kind of transphobic, where she's like, I will not allow my son to live here with your brother.
Right.
Like, he needs to be gone. And that's the whole gist of it.
So do they live together now currently?
No, they don't.
So she's saying, I need your trans brother to get the fuck out before I move in with my son, and we are going to try to conceive another child.
So basically, her and her 10-year-old son want to live with the boyfriend, and then the brother's there.
And he let the brother move in without, having that conversation. But the brother also has nowhere to go.
Right.
Wow.
But she's also making comments that, I don't want my child living here with your trans brother, which is heavy.
Well, he's 17. Like...
I do too. I think she's transphobic.
If he's already starting now and they haven't even moved in, good luck.
That's exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, no. And now you're gonna hear this all the time. It's like, no, man. It's like, we got to rethink this.
Yeah, Adriana writes, she thinks that the girlfriend thinks the trans brother's going to turn the son trans.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
She sounds kind of like...
She sounds like a Karen. I think
she does sound
like trying to control and power, and they're not even moved in. It's not going to stop. It's just going to always be one thing or another thing or another. And the guy's just like, no matter what, that's my bro. He's 17. That's a lot. No question of doubt, that's my family. He's going to move in. So she's either going to have to understand it or kick rocks.
We always talk about that on air, don't we?
Yeah.
It's like, you're going to get into this family, and that's how it goes. You better adjust.
Yeah, you got to. Come on. That was pretty simple in my eyes. Okay, Ronnie, your turn. You ready?
I'm ready.
Am I the odds for telling my husband I will move back in once my stepdaughter and her family move out?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Or am I the asshole for refusing to babysit my sister's kids during my vacation?
The first one.
The first one. Here we go. Am I the asshole for telling my husband I will move back in once my stepdaughter and her family move out?
Damn.
Okay. I married my husband when his daughter, Trudy, was 22. She's now 36. He was 47 and I was 32. I have 2 kids, 20 and 18. Both are away at college. Trudy, the 22-year-old, never liked me, and that was fine. She has a mother, and she was a full adult living on her own when we met. Mm-hmm. Her parents had been divorced for 6 years when I met her father. Okay, so yeah, there's no track record there. We live in a city with lots of tourism, so it was an easy decision to keep my apartment and do short-term rentals when my kids and I moved in with my husband. We also use it for out-of-town guests, like Vegas. Trudy and her husband ran into some financial problems last year. That's the daughter, Trudy. Trudy and her family of 4 moved in with us. We agreed that after the holidays, I would stop taking reservations for my apartment and they could move in there. They would sign a lease and we would rent it to them without collecting rent so they could build up rental history and money. That's a pretty good plan together. That's also a very big favor. Mm-hmm. Trudy moved in last October. It was hell. She doesn't help around the house and neither do her kids. Her husband is working his ass off to get money together for them, so he comes home exhausted, and he is more help than her on their kids. So he does pretty much everything. So fucking super dad. The three of them leave dirty dishes everywhere, dirty laundry everywhere. The house is just a mess. I have spoken to all of them, including my husband, about this. My son-in-law is the only one who makes an effort. Trudy literally said that I live in her father's house, so I don't get to tell her what to do. My husband did not back me up. Well, there's the problem right there. There's the problem. So I moved out. Fucking this chick don't give a fuck. That's a bold move. Yeah. My apartment is now empty. The holidays are over. I said I didn't want them treating my property like they were treating my husband's home. They are mad at me for leaving and changing the plan. She actually threatened to sue me since they have a signed lease. I told her to go ahead since I could prove that I never got agreed upon the deposit for the first and last month's rent, which we were going to cover to help them start over. I've been here for a week now, and it is great because she's living there by herself. No noise, no mess, a much better commute for me to work. My husband has been spending a few nights a week here with me. He wants me to come home and give them the apartment like we agreed. I said I would do that if we went back into his house the minute that it was in good shape.
No, she said she would if they went to the house right now and it was in good shape.
Oh,
like, you got to prove to me, and I'm not going to walk into a disaster.
Oh, my God.
Right.
Narrator's voice over goes here.
It was not. I love that.
It was disgusting, like it smelled bad. It was like if 5 teenage boys were living there with no supervision. She saw me looking around in disgust and said that it wasn't her fault and that the mess was because they didn't have their own living space. Yeah, sure. I turned around and went back to my place. I offered to let my husband move in with me if he wants them to have their own space. He won't because he is retired and likes where he is. So like I said, they're all mad at me, my husband, Trudy, her kids. Trudy's husband is the only one who understands my position. I will no longer agree to let them stay in my apartment. I will also only move back once they leave. So herein lies that big question.
Am I the asshole?
For telling my husband I will move back in once my stepdaughter and her family move out. What do you think about that?
Nope, she's not the asshole. Good for her. Good for her.
Do you think this might even break up their marriage? Like, they're not living together. That's a drawback.
You know what? And that can happen because guess what? She's going to realize every day that goes by, she's going to love it. She's going to love that she don't have to deal with bullshit. And she's thankful she's got her place. And every day she's going to be like, you know what? I don't really even need my husband. If he's not putting his foot down and making things happen, well, guess what? And sometimes they need that. Sometimes the husband needs a firecracker up the ass. Or vice versa, or the wife. But they need that firecracker because she means business. I respect her for that.
She's living the dream, is what Mr. Kelly said.
Well, yeah.
It's quiet.
I don't know how old. Did they mention how old they are? I mean,
not
obviously older
now,
if the
but yes,
retired.
Right.
So she doesn't want to deal with all that bullshit.
No.
I don't blame her.
Like, she wakes up in the morning and there's Lucky Charms left. Like,
yeah,
holy
I don't
shit,
blame
this
her.
is awesome.
I don't blame her. I don't blame her. And she's lucky that she had the apartment to go move into as well.
Yeah.
Like, she's lucky. Like, oh, well, I love this woman. She put her foot down. She meant business.
This woman.
Responding for a friend. Thank you for the clarification.
Mr. Kelly.
Well, we've all lived in houses where it was maybe to the max of population, you know, and if you don't get along in that manner, and you know, it does get horrible. Okay, and now she's getting a taste of that. What Adriana just said, that independent woman. It's like she's getting a taste of, like, do I really have to endure this? I have my own apartment.
It's like all of my friends who've been married for a million years. They're like, if this ever goes south, I'm done. I am never getting another husband again.
Right.
I don't want to clean up after anyone. I don't want someone to tell me I'm doing this the wrong way. Yada yada. Like I'm over picking up after another man child. Like, and then they're like the same age, and I'm like.
The nerve of the daughter to be like, well, this ain't your house.
Right.
So like, you know what? I'm not gonna, and good for her though. She was like, I'm not gonna sit here and waste my time and argue with that. I'm just gonna be getting my shit and I'm gonna go to my place. And she was nice. She was very nice to and the husband to say, hey, look, this is what you guys need to do. She was doing all this stuff for her. Now she's like, well, you blew that.
Right.
So you want to be disrespectful? I don't even need to put up with your shit. I'm not even going to fight. I'm moving out.
And I don't think the husband should go stay with her because then they could technically become squatters in their actual house.
That's right.
Yes.
Like, they would never fucking leave. And then, they're just going to fuck that house up.
Now it's going to be, exactly. And I mean, the husband needs to inflate his balls.
Yes!
You know why? Because
grow a fucking pair.
Kids, his daughter, whatever, they're not minors. They're grown as adults. Once your children are adults, it's you and your family. It's you and your wife now.
Yeah.
Those are just all secondary. Sorry to say.
I couldn't agree with you more. This guy he's slowly losing his wife, slowly.
And we saw that she was a good 15 years younger. She could go have a whole fucking life still.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
To divorce him, take the money and travel. Bye. Galentine's, here we come, ladies.
How hard is it? Like, I would go to the other guy who's working his ass off. If I were the husband, I'm like, hey, listen, I'm trying to help you as much as I can. I'm going to afford you this opportunity. Please. And it's his daughter, right? Because right now, you gave her away in that wedding. So it's like, hey, please instill in your wife that whatever she's doing here is a reflection on how you're going to treat that apartment that we're trying to get you. And right now, it's not looking good. There has to be some changes. My wife has already moved out. I refuse to let you guys break up my marriage. So you're gonna have to figure something out here pretty damn soon. And you can even lay down I'm gonna give you 30 days to turn this around, and that's it. And you guys are gonna be on your own. But you guys are not doing anything. So I'm gonna tell you, man to man, I know you're coming home tired, bro. I get it. It's not on you. But this is your family.
My husband needs to inflate his balls and get on his wife.
I just did the math from the story, and the wife who's bitching about all this is 46, so she can definitely have a full life.
46? Yeah. Fucking, that's a great age. So, I mean that's. I mean, you're going to run into that when you live with a whole other family.
It's called, honestly, it's called tough love. And it is hard because you know what? It's either, well, this is how it is. Okay, look at me. I have 3 children. And I'm like, look, y'all, they can live with me. No doubt my kids can live with me under restrictions. School and work and rules. You don't like it, there's the door. And guess what? None of them 3 assholes live with me because they know, like, my door's open. You guys can come. I miss the shit out of Audrey, but again, I've got rules. Now you're adults, and you gotta do something with your life. You gotta clean. Just because you're living here and pay rent,
you gotta do something.
Still gotta clean. You still got. Bye.
The husband's 61 at this point, so he's just getting a little more tired. Like, I don't want to deal with this.
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Like, fuck.
But at 61,
you still have life to live, totally. But
you don't want that shit going on.
Nobody wants that. I don't want that shit going on now.
No, because anything over 46, you're at that point where you just want to enjoy the rest of your life. You don't want to have to deal with that bullshit. And I get it if your kids are young, and we've been in that situation. I've known somebody who has a daughter in their 20s, and they were down and out, and they were like, "Hey, you can live with me, but in 6 months, you gotta do this. You don't meet the requirement." Well, guess what? That person did not meet the requirements, and that person stuck with his word, gave his daughter 6 months, and she got out. Because he's like, I'm sorry, it's tough love, but if you're, that's the way you got to learn. Yeah. And he goes, and that person's like, I don't care if I'm the asshole, but that's how it is. Because now your kids are adults. This is not a 15-year-old or a 14-year-old.
Nope.
You gotta.
If Jenna was a dude, she'd float with those inflated balls nicely done.
Wow. The irony is now the daughter is the age of where she married her dad. Like the daughter's now 36, so it's like you should know better.
Yeah,
Her reign of terror continues.
They're gonna learn today. They're gonna learn.
Or they're gonna get a divorce at this point. Like it's just not looking good.
Yeah, because she's gonna realize how comfortable to not hear shit. Like she's just gonna love it.
So here's what they would be losing. They would be.
And he's 61. Like he wants to enjoy his life with her, but you want somebody there. Like he's still young too.
Yeah, he's still young, but there's still effort that has to be put in there. You know, it's like I already have the woman that I love, and and this is it's throwing a fucking monkey wrench in all of his plans. And then she's gonna get a taste of like I don't have to live like this with the whole family. I can live over here, and then she's gonna be like, you know what, this other guy that I just met at fucking Mulcahy's is so awesome, and I'm gonna give him a shot. So I'm just saying.
Shut up, Ray. He's gonna move in with his trash bag.
You're not wrong.
Love you, Jenna. But anyway, that's the way I see it, man. It's slowly driving a stake between them, and the daughter. That's something the dad could say to his daughter, like, you know what, you guys are coming between me and my wife. You know what's not going to happen is fucking that.
But he's a spineless bitch, so it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
They stated that she's hated her from day one.
Like I'm the daddy's girl and all this, and I know he feels bad, but he's also like, you have a husband, you have children. Clean up your shit.
I would give him you can't even sleep over in our apartment until you figure that shit out, because this is not working.
Okay.
Like, I'm sorry. I love you, but goddamn it.
If I was a husband, I would be embarrassed because I'm supposed to provide for my wife and children, and now we're back in your dad's home. Like I would, and I like, poor dude. Like he's trying to work, and like, no, I'd be having some arguments with that woman. Clean your shit up. I mean, if that's all it takes.
How many kids were there?
And respect rules.
Oh, the 3.
The daughter had like 4 kids. Yeah. 4 kids.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I'd be that 46-year-old on my balcony sipping Mai Tais.
Beautiful. I love it. I love it so much.
Kicking it with Rick's car.
Oh my God. Well, that was an easy one, guys. Thank you.
All right. Well, we got to get going for the day, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us as we return from the holiday weekend. And we're going to be back tomorrow on Hump Day.
Hump Day.
Jenna, anything for your fans before we get going for the day?
Inflate your balls.
That's great.
Just have a good day. I'll see y'all on Thursday. And it was fun with you guys. I'm so glad. I'm happy that I'm back with more Ray C and the beautiful Ronnie C.
Well, thank you for that. Ronnie, anything for your fans before we get going for the day?
Have a great day. I guess don't be fucking avalanching. And if you're going to be out there hoeing, be an ethical hoe, like T-Mac said. Be upfront. Be upfront about shit. Like, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Be upfront.
Yes.
T-Mac? Make sure you do stick around tomorrow. I think I'm going to just give it a shot to maybe playing the Botflix films after this show. So we'll run right into it. We'll give that a shot. But, fun in Vegas.
I'm good.
Yeah. Okay, so if you're looking for something to do on Saturday in the afternoon, 2 to 6 p.m., you can catch up with the Crown City Bombers. They're going to be playing at Shenanigans. So if you make your way out there on the marina, you can go hang out with them and do a little bit of day drinking, warm your body up just a little bit. It's a good thing they're not playing late at night. 2 to 6 is great, so you're going to be freezing as it gets colder. So you can go hang out and check out some great music from the Crown City Bombers right there in Shenanigans in Long Beach. So you can go ahead and do that. Until tomorrow, everybody, make sure you do tune in tomorrow. We got Hump Day coming on, and we'll see. Jenna, you going to be on tomorrow or no?
Thursday.
Thursday. Okay, everybody, we'll see Jenna back. Until then, here's a little bit of Bombers. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Sorry, I got distracted.
I got a chip on my shoulder and a pain in my neck. Goes by the name of Sam. I've got 500 reasons and I just cooled down the cam. Every single word I say is true. I got this double rock and roller, gonna roll me far away from you. Liquor store to cash my check, saw your brother man. Well, he said he was at work last night, but you said you was with him. Every single word I say is true. I got this double rock and roller, gonna roll me far away from you. Now there's money in my pocket and I sure don't need no man hanging around my crib all day and sticking out his hand. Let's rock. Alright, now let's roll. Nobody in this world to count on whenever you're in a jam. Nobody but me, myself, and I. So give 'em that's how we am. That's how we am. Every single word I say is true. I got this double rock and roller, gonna roll me far away from you. See, there's this double rock and roller, just took me far away from you.